Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Julie Miller and through her song Broken Things. We talked about the things that we walk forward with and the things we need to resolve. So I trust you found that one encouraging. Well, we're going on to John, Len, Lucas, Paul, Samson, Omar, Anastasios and Emmanuel today. These guys represented Australia at the 2009 Hip Hop World Championships in Las Vegas, and these guys did so well over there that they actually were awarded 13th place. So these guys are pretty good on a worldwide scale, and being in the United States does not help anybody's, does help careers absolutely. But they were over there, thought, hey, well, what's happening back in Australia? Seeing we've had success over here, why don't we actually go on Australia's Got Talent? So they did actually audition, and they actually got into the show, and they ended up winning the thing. The guys are talking about a Justice Crew. Now, Justice Crew have kind of taken Australia by storm a little bit ever since they won Australia's Got Talent in 2010. So I thought what we need to do is we actually do need to play the clip of their winning performance on Australia's Got Talent. Very clever, very in sync. Just these guys are just so energetic and just so effortless with the way these guys dance, and they really also tell a bit of a story, which is always good for dance to be able to do. So we got the final of Australia Got Talent. And the Sony thought, well, actually, we'll sign you up. You know, why not? You know, you guys are pretty good, so we'll sign you up and we'll have take you on a bit of a ride, which they did. Soon after that, they released And Then We Dance. This got to number 26 in Australia. We got the official clip on that one. As I've already said, these guys did win the Hip Hop World, not win, but came 13th in the Hip Hop World Championships. And when some big acts came to Australia, including Chris Brown, Janet Jackson. Now we know how important dance is to Janet Jackson. They supported both of those acts, and they also supported One Direction in 2012. Now, One Direction were absolutely massive at this point, so to be asked to be the support for them is pretty huge. Around that time, they did release Boom Boom. This got to number 1 on the charts, and we got the official clip of that one below. In 2014, probably their most well-known song, Sera. This song also got to number 1 in the charts. At the end of the day, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. As long as I'm here with the friends that I love. Now, Justice Crew had been on the Christopher Way for 5 years, and so obviously, you know, you do wonder how much how long your ride's going to go for. With the ride still going a little bit, and certainly Sony were very loyal to these guys as well. But to be able to say, hey, look, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We're going to hold on to life just that little bit lighter going forward. And I think certainly as we move into 2025, you know, we had to try to control everything. We try to predict what's going to happen in life. We know what we're doing when we go into today's. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it though is, hey, let's hold life a bit lighter. Let's not be also predicting what's going to happen. Let's not be in a hurry to get to places. Let's be aware of our surroundings and you know who comes across our path. Let's look for detours. Detours are beautiful things. I think I've mentioned a couple of times on this channel now that me and my partner met on a detour. Now, we had known each other for 12 months, but then when the actual hookup happened, it happened on a detour. The detour hadn't happened, well, we wouldn't be together. And I think there's something really cool about not always predicting where life is going to lead. Sometimes we've got to be surprised by life. Life is a bit of an adventure. And I think in 2025, I think we can all just relax a little bit. You know, couples out there, you know, take stock of where you're up to and just, hey, look, what do we want going forward? How do we want the culture of our relationship to be? How's that going? You know, are we comfortable with each other? How's the friendship going? All that kind of stuff. So I think certainly for 2025, you know, I really want to live the life I've always wanted. Do I know what that looks like? No, I don't. Got a couple of things happening, a couple of things are planned, which is always good. But, you know, hopefully at the end of 2025, you know, there will be some really, really good things happening. So I think for me going forward into 2025, I'm going to hold life a little bit looser, I think, as well. And of course, when you are one of two people, you know, that's the culture you want. You want a bit of live and let live stuff happening so you can live the life you've always wanted. So Que Sera is a bit of a challenge to all of us, I think, to look at life a little bit differently. So we've got a studio version of that one below. We've also got the official clip of everybody. Everybody, let's just have a bit of fun and get into it. The concept of partying is really, really good. And I think the concept of just having fun is also what Justice Crew are really, really good at. So to be able to sing about that is pretty good. So the Justice Crew have contributed to this legacy of this thing called music. They've had one studio album, one compilation album, 16 singles and one video album. And so, you know, in their own small part of the world, they've certainly made a bit of a difference in Australia, for sure, and a little bit in the world as well. So it's good to be able to give these guys a bit of a go today. And make no mistake, these guys are very, very talented. So Justice Crew have deserved the success they've received. So the links to those 5 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Julia Miller. So if you want a recap on her, feel free. Well, I'm going to be putting this video up just before we go away. So we're going away next week, and so Life Reflections from Music is going to have a bit of a break for a week. Realistically, we're looking at 3 videos, but that's okay. I have really enjoyed how this little channel that Court has grown in 2024. At the time of recording, we had 117 subscribers, which is absolutely wonderful. We don't need thousands. I just need a little community that cares and just enjoys it when we look at these videos. So thank you for 2024. It's been a wonderful year, and I wish everybody all the very best for 2025. So I'm going to come back next year we're getting nearing the end of the J's. We're getting close to the end of the J's, but not quite yet. We've got Justin Bieber coming up next. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.